As an officer in the U.S. Army Veterinary Corps, Colonel Timothy H. Stevenson has devoted his career to ensuring the safety of his fellow soldiers and the animals that support them. After earning his Bachelor of Science degree and DVM from Texas A&M in 1986 and 1988 respectively, Colonel Stevenson worked as a private practitioner before joining the Army Veterinary Corps in 1990. He returned to Texas A&M to earn his Doctor of Philosophy degree in food microbiology in 1999. Colonel Stevenson's career took him across the United States and Europe, serving as Deputy Director for the Department of Defense's Food Analysis and Diagnostic Laboratory at Fort Sam, Houston, and as the Commander of the Veterinary Laboratory Europe, during which time both labs achieved accreditation for the first time. Today he serves as Chief of the Defense Health Agency Veterinary Service, where he leads the Veterinary Service Branch at the Office of the Assistant Secretary of Defense Health Affairs in Falls Church, Virginia, a position for which he was handpicked. Throughout his career, Colonel Stevenson has contributed significantly to the betterment of military veterinary medicine, both within the U.S. Army Veterinary Corps and the North Atlantic Treaty Organization military community via leadership of working groups and 9 publications on water and food safety and beef production and safety. He was the driving force behind the creation of the U.S. Army Medical Department's Food Defense Program, arranged a Food Defense Summit, and coordinating the development of laboratory capacities to test and identify chemical, biological, and radiological agents that could be used by terrorists to contaminate subsistence items. He helped draft a memorandum of agreement with the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention to train and authorize veterinary service personnel to use the direct rapid immunohistochemistry test for rabies, which was used by deployed veterinary units in Iraq and Afghanistan to protect soldiers. During this time, Colonel Stevenson also was dedicated to the development of future Army veterinary leaders through teaching and mentoring, including organizing and teaching a course on auditing commercial laboratories for dairies, bottled water, and other food production facilities that has become the standard for all U.S. Army veterinary officers in Europe. He has been recognized as a diplomate of the American College of Veterinary Microbiology and the American College of Preventive Medicine Epidemiology Specialty, along with many other awards and recognitions. He has been married to Harriet for 30 years. She is a biomedical science graduate, class of 1984. They are blessed to have 2 sons. Colonel Stevenson's hobbies include home renovation projects, skiing, and running. He enjoys serving in his church and community.
Howdy, Ags. I'd like to start by offering my sincere appreciation to Dr. Eleanor Green and all the faculty at Texas A&M University Veterinary Medical School. It's been an honor to study at Texas A&M University, which I began in 1982. I was here from 82 to 88 in veterinary school, and I was able to come back to study in 96 to 99. So I spent a lot of my years at Texas A&M, and they've been great years. One question that always comes up when they see a veterinarian in uniform is, what do you do in the Army? And I think it's interesting the different ways that a veterinarian can contribute to the defense of our country and especially our armed forces. Of course, everybody knows about our remarkable military working dogs and how they contribute to the defense of our nation in ways that none of us can. And so veterinarians, of course, take care of military working dogs and pets of service members. We also do some other things to help protect the food supply and in the realm of public health, which I find very interesting. You know, many of our food products come of animal origin, and if not treated properly and preserved properly, we can get diseases from our food supply. In addition, there are a lot of diseases that are shared between animals and people, zoonotic diseases, things like Ebola virus and influenza. which have a huge impact on our world and could have a huge impact on our military. So Army veterinarians are involved in those aspects of public health and food safety as well. I have found that to be very rewarding as an Army veterinarian to be able to serve in that capacity. But without a doubt, the aspect of my career over the past 27 years that I look back on with the most fondness is the ability to work with some great colleagues, to be able to encourage some people along, and especially in the value systems, some of which I gathered here at Texas A&M. Of course, I learned good values from Mom and Dad, and they were supported in church growing up. But those values, things like the Aggie Code of Honor, Aggies don't lie, cheat, or steal, or tolerate those who do, played an important role in my life and in my career, because there are times when we had to make choices, and those value systems helped me make the right choices along the way, and to hopefully encourage others as well to make those kind of choices that we could look back on with fondness and not with regrets. And so that's one aspect of Texas A&M University that I think perhaps helps this university stand out from other schools is the strong value system, the code of honor that we have at Texas A&M University, and it has meant a lot to me. As I said, I was here in veterinary school from 84 to 88. I was able to interact with some marvelous professionals and colleagues, many of whom I have had the opportunity and the need to reach back to over my career. I remember at my first duty station at Fort Bragg, I had to make a call back. We were dealing with some pets coming back from Saudi Arabia at the time, and they brought back some diseases that we don't have very often in the United States. So I had to make some calls back to colleagues here at Texas A&M University Veterinary School for a little bit of a refresher. And it's just been great to go through the career and to be able to see these colleagues at meetings and other places, and to share stories and to encourage each other in the marvelous profession of veterinary medicine. I'd like to thank my friends and family who have helped encourage me along the way. You know, they say if you see a turtle up on a fence post, he didn't get there by himself. Someone put him up there. And I know that I've been blessed by God and by friends and family with so much encouragement along the way. My wife, whom I met here at Texas A&M University, we were married 30 years ago. She's an Aggie. She's here with us tonight. I've been blessed, my wife and I are blessed with two sons, two wonderful sons. The oldest graduated here at Texas A&M last year. He's now serving in the Army, assigned at Fort Campbell, and couldn't be with us tonight. But he did one thing better. He sent his fiancée, Becca. She's here tonight. She is an Aggie also and will be graduating this May. And we're looking forward to having her in the family in the next couple of weeks after their wedding. So Becca, thanks for coming and being part of our family. And my youngest son, Ben, he's going to that other little school in Austin, but we're tremendously proud of him. And Ben, thanks for coming and being part of the ceremony tonight. And again, I'd like to thank Dr. Green, the faculty at Texas A&M University Veterinary School, for this recognition and for all your encouragement and support through the years.
Our college is proud to honor Colonel Timothy Stevenson with the Outstanding Alumni Award.